Alright, here's your lesson, you guys, on standard form. So this is review again, but in our next lesson, you guys, it's going to be a completely new topic, okay? So with standard form, just a reminder. So your guys' first Khan Academy assignment is going to be graphing quadratics in standard form, worth 4 points of Khan Academy points, or homework points. So here we have standard form, f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, if you guys recall, in order to get the vertex, you have to first do x is equal to negative b over 2a. Negative b over 2a will give you your x-coordinate of your vertex, and then you gotta plug that into the original function to get your y-coordinate. And that will give you your guys' vertex. So, let's just get right into it. So when you guys do this example 1, well, you first have to graph or find your vertex. So what we have to do is x is equal to negative b over 2a. Now recall, here's your a value, which is negative 1. This is your b value, which is negative 6. And here's your c value, which is negative 3. So when we do negative b over 2a, negative of negative 6 all over 2 times our a, which is negative 1. Negative times negative 6 is 6. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. And this is going to give us negative 3. Okay, now we have our x-coordinate of the vertex. Now we gotta go find our y-coordinate. So y is equal to, plug in negative 3 into the original equation. So what we have is, here's our original, so negative of negative 3 to the second minus 6 times negative 3 minus 3. So this is going to equal to negative 3 squared, you guys, is 9. Negative 6 times negative 3 is positive 18 minus 3. Negative 9 plus 18 minus 3. And this is going to simplify to you guys 9 and 6. So our vertex is negative 3 comma 6. And then finally, we just have to find the y-intercept. So the y-intercept, you guys, is when x is equal to 0. So y is equal to negative 0 squared minus 6 times 0 minus 3, which just simplifies to negative 3. So y-intercept is 0 comma negative 3, and those 2 points are the 2 points you need in order to graph vertex and finding your y-intercept. All right, example 2, same deal. So we have to find your vertex. So gotta use this equation. X equals negative b over 2a, which is equal to, okay, so a is equal to negative 1/8, b is equal to 1, and c is equal to negative 4. So negative of 1 over 2 times negative 1/8. Negative 1 over negative 2/8. And when you guys have something like this is really negative 1 times the reciprocal of that, which is negative 8 over 2. And that simplifies to 8 over 2, which is just 4. Okay, now we gotta just plug in 4 into the original. So negative 1/8, 4 to the second, plus 4 minus 4. Negative 1/8 times 16, plus 4 minus 4 is just 0. Negative 1/8 times 16 is negative 16 over 8, which is just negative 2. So our vertex is 4 comma negative 2. Now your y-intercept, you guys, And notice that your y-intercept, you guys, is always going to be the last number in your for standard form. So it's going to be 0, comma, -4. And those are your 2 points. Now, for example 3, you guys, it's the same thing. Just remember that your C value right there is +0. Because notice there's no C value in that one, so it's just going to be 0. And then we go ahead and find your vertex. So -b over 2a. Our -b is -2, so negative of -2 over 2 times our a value, which is 1/4. So it's going to be 2 over 2 times 1/4, you guys, is 2/4. So when you guys have 2 divided by 2/4, that's the same thing as 2 times the reciprocal of that, which is 4 over 2. That's going to simplify to 8 over 2. 2 times 4 over 2 is 8 over 2. 8 over 2 is just 4. And now we plug in the 4 into the original to get our y coordinate. 1/4 times 16 minus 8. 16 divided by 4 is 4 minus 8, which is just -4. So 4, comma, -4. Your guys' y-intercept is 0, comma, 0. And you graph those 2 points. Okay, so that's graphing. Now, when you guys get over here, now you guys have to do your standard form. So, oops, I forgot to make that into standard form. Let me see. So, -5 x squared minus 8x plus 16, -5 x squared plus 40x minus 0,380 plus 125, -5 x squared plus 40x plus 45. Sorry. Alright, there we go. Okay. Their standard form. Now, let's go find and use standard form in order to solve for this word problem. Okay. What is the height of the object at the time of the launch? Okay, so the question is, what is the height? So that means you're looking for h, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and write h, because that's what we're going to go find. Of the object at the time of the launch. Well, at the time of the launch, you guys, that's when your time is equal to 0. So we're going to find h of 0, and that will give us the initial height. So, -5, 0 squared, plus 40 times 0 plus 45. But those cancel, you guys, so all you're left with is 45. So, what is the height? The height is going to be 45, what is this in meters? Let me just make sure that that is correct. Yep, that's correct. Okay, next, how many seconds? Okay, how many seconds? That means you guys have to solve for x, because x represents your guys' seconds. You're solving for x. After launch, will the object hit the ground? Hit the ground, you guys, is when h of x is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to -5 x squared plus 40x plus 45. And in order to solve for this, you guys, well, this is in standard form and it's equal to 0. So that means you guys have to do quadratic formula. So x is going to equal to -b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Well, your guys' a value is -5, your b value is 40, and your c value is 45. So we're going to have -40 plus or minus square root of 40 to the second minus 4 times your a, which is negative 5, times your c, which is 45. All over 2a, and your 2a is 2 times negative 5. Now when you guys put this in your calculator, negative 40 plus or minus square root of, when you guys take the square root of that, you are going to get 4 times 5 times 5, 40 squared, 2,500. All over negative 10. And this is going to give you guys negative 40 plus or minus square root of 2,500, you guys, is 50. All over negative 10. Now we get two equations, right? We're either going to have negative 40 plus 50 over negative 10, or negative 40 minus 50 all over negative 10. And this is going to give you guys negative 1 second, or this is going to give you 9 seconds. And it has to be this one, you guys, because that's the only one that gives you guys a positive. Okay, next one, how many seconds will the object reach its height? Okay, how many seconds? So again, we're trying to solve for x, right? We're trying to solve for x. Will the object reach its maximum height? Well, maximum height, you guys, is the vertex. So that means we have to go ahead and find our vertex. So vertex is equal to negative b over 2a. In the original problem, it was your b value is 40, so negative 40 over your a value, which is negative 5, so 2 times negative 5. Negative 40 over negative 10, which is 4. So this x value is the x value of your vertex, right? This maximum height, you guys, your vertex. So it's going to be 4 seconds to reach its maximum height. And then in this problem, guys, what is the maximum height? So what is the y-coordinate of your vertex? So what we have to do is, all we have to do is plug in that 4 seconds from this problem into the original to get our height, maximum height. So h of 4 is equal to negative 5, 4 to the second, plus 40 times 4, plus 45. This is going to equal to negative 5 times 16, plus 160, plus 45. Equals negative 80 plus 160 plus 45, and this simplifies, you guys, to 125 meters. So make sure you guys know what they're asking of you and then go ahead and solve for that, okay?